Hello, hello! I think for once I've got everything set up before everything starts. Well. 2 years. Time flies when you're having fun, eh? Right. We're doing minis at Sebring Club today. I've never been to this circuit before, especially in these cars. So this is going to be a challenge. Let's balance the keyboard there. Right, so last time out, the story so far. Last time out, we did a special event at, was it Thruxton? We were doing the LMP3s at Thruxton, and we earned our gold 3. So we got 25% for the special event. That's because we stayed out of trouble. We did have a couple of incidents, but we did stay out of trouble. But this is the Mini, and the likelihood of me staying out of trouble in the Mini, I'm not so sure about that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn down the music on my end. If I could possibly get my mouse pointer back. Come on. There we go. I don't know why it was revving when I wasn't even pressing the pedals, but...
Alright, Neil, 15 minutes left. That's 15 minutes.
Right, so we've got 15 minutes to figure out where this circuit goes. Well, there's only one way to go out the pits. So I'm guessing...
You're all clear. Stay behind the line. Sector 1 is yellow. We think Louis has crashed.
Right, I need to turn on auto clutch. Nope. That's not the key I wanted. Browser. Went to full screen. How do I get it out of full screen? Is it F10 or F11? F11. Okay, gameplay, auto clutch on. There we go. Fortunately, it's the same shortcut. Right, let's try this again, shall we? This time we might even get out the pits. Oh, force feedback's a bit more than it was.
Your exit is clear. Watch the white line.
Well, I've got someone to follow, at least. And as usual, we need to make sure our brake pedal goes all the way down. There is a trick that I did spot on Discord about the start, and I don't know whether it's actually going to work. Trying to find the bite point of the clutch. But the bite point for the clutch...
Incident in Sector 2, yellow flag.
For this car...
Green flag in Sector 2. We think that John has spun off.
...is very close to the end of the pedal. So maybe it's not going to work. So the bite point is not where I hoped it would be. So we're just going to have to do our starts as we normally do.
Incident in Sector 1. Sector 1 is yellow.
Gosh.
Green flag in Sector 1.
I don't know if my force feedback has suddenly turned itself up, but...
B12.
That's probably a bit late on the brakes.
Sector 1, yellow flag.
Alright, so you can full throttle around here.
Sector 1 is green. Sector 1 is 0.5 off the pace.
I don't know if it displayed on your screen just then, but when I went past that Mini, it seemed to stutter. And I don't know what that was.
Yellow flag Sector 2. It looks like Brad has gone off in Gurney. Sector 2 is 5.7 seconds off the pace.
Right, I think we know where we're going to brake for that one. But we're on full lock
The leader has
around
just
here.
done 120.43.
Now there's 14
Okay, Neil,
people
10 minutes to go. That's 10 minutes left. Green flag, Sector 2, P10.
on the practice server. Right, so we're going to brake at the second line there. And then hard on the throttle.
Incident in Sector 1, yellow flag.
See, it seems to be only Alexandra's car that seems to be stuttering when I go past it.
Sector 1 is 0.8 off the pace.
Which is a little disconcerting. It'd be nice to get a top 10. It would also be nice to get a top 5.
The leader has just done a 120.40.
So we're at 127 so far.
That's your best lap in this session. Sector 1 is 0.9 off the pace. Sector 2 is 0.8 off the pace. Sector 3 is 0.27 off the pace.
What you got to remember about this car is the steering rack is quite slow. It's probably a bit late on the brakes. You do not want to hit that curb. Because I assume that's going to be a very high
off in
curb
Sector 1.
for this car.
The guy behind has just done a 122.83.
And this struggle to get on the power here, and it's a very important corner.
Yellow flag, Sector 3. It looks like Felt has binned it in Fangio chicane.
What's he gonna
Green flag, Sector 3.
have to look
Sector 2
at?
is 0.29 off the pace.
What kind of start it is? I assume it's probably going to be a rolling start.
Sector 1 is now green.
So I think the finish line's up here.
P4.
120. I wasn't really even pushing.
Yellow flag in Sector 1. Sector 1 is green. I think P5's gone off.
So we're going to brake a bit earlier than those cones. I don't think those cones are going to stay round in the race very long. It's very hard to keep it on the track there. Another fake name. But welcome everyone. I haven't streamed much this week at all. I'm only
Yellow flag in
try and
Sector
do
1.
the
Sector
sim
1 is
racing
clear.
stuff at the weekend.
Okay, Neil, there's a car exiting the pits. Heads up.
But I have
Sectors
been
2 and 3 are 2/10 off the pace. Sector 1
kind
is
of,
0.41 off the pace. That was 121.18.
kind of preoccupied with a couple of projects I'm doing.
Okay, spotter calls please, Claire.
So I've been organising some mod files and things, which is taking quite a
You're a second
while,
off the pace in Sector 1.
and I kind of wanted to get them all sorted before I make it a public accessible thing, because I like to archive cars and tracks, and I've got various number
5 minutes to go, 5 minutes left.
R Factor 1 and 2 and Automobilista mods and stuff.
Sector 2 is 0.34 off the
It's
pace.
also taken me a little bit a while to kind of archive this stuff and get it all listed.
Yellow flag.
Because a lot of these mod files
Green
are just
flag
kind
Sector
of
3. Yellow flag Sector 1.
thrown out into the ether without any, no authors attached, no dates attached, no, you know, what track is this, what layout is it, what era is it from, you know. So if you're trying to find something
Green flag.
in particular, you're going to struggle. So I've been trying to categorize stuff, making lists upon lists, and it's taken longer than I would have hoped. And normally the case is that
Sector 1 is 0.42 off the pace.
if you're looking looking for things about dates and stuff like that, then it's normally kind of hidden in the files or the menus, or not at all, as the case may be. So most of the Automobilista mods I've got, no one seems to
Yellow flag in Sector 1.
put their name against it.
Green flag Sector 1. We can see Castelli has crashed in Rabbit.
Which in some respects might mean that they don't want their name to it because it's a rip from another game or a rip from another author.
P3.
So what I guess the case of this car is just kind of drive it smooth. Especially around a small circuit like this. I'm doing 120s, 121s. Don't be too harsh on the brakes.
You're a 10th off the pace in Sector 1.
I think there's probably going to be a little bit of argy-bargy in the first few turns, because the first few turns I think are these S's. So funneling all of these cars into these corners is going to be quite difficult.
Yellow flag.
So, Right, let's go back to the main menu and check out the event details, because we always forget to do that.
That's the end of the session. P3.
Right, so we got sunny, cloudy. Thankfully, it's going to be in the middle of the day, so we've got no sunset stuff to deal with, which is good. It's going to be a rolling start. We've got 20 participants, a maximum of 30 around here. 4 track limit points. So that looks good. It's a 25-minute race as well. Now, I am hoping to do at least the 3 of these, because this weekend is league racing week. So we will be doing the 2:15, which is in just over 2 minutes. And then we're possibly going to be doing the 8:15 as well. And then tomorrow we'll be doing the 2:15 again, depending on, obviously, if there's enough participants. But then in the evening, we can't do the evening one because we'll be doing a league race. We'll be back with the V8 supercars. So V8 supercars will be at Albert Park, 2022 layout. I don't like the 2022 layout. I prefer the older version, but it's what we've got. Done a little bit of practice, but hopefully we should be able to run our Dr. Pepper skins that I made the other day. We did have problems with custom skins in the last race 2 weeks ago. So hoping we can do that. And I'll just have to make sure today sometime that I can do the spectator cam as well. Can't remember whether I actually got it set up last time. I think I did. But we had a good race 2 weeks ago, although it was marred by getting spun on the straight. I did get a personal message from the person that spun me, and they were like, "I don't know what happened," and I was just a bit like, "Well, you run into me. That's what happened." And it meant that my race was a fight from the back, so I had to come back from 16th all the way to 7th, which wasn't ideal. I could have been, way further up the field, fighting with the top 5 perhaps. So it's a little disappointing. But yeah, Albert Park should be interesting. It's going to be very difficult to pass on. Getting a run on anybody. Right, so change the titles. So we don't want pit stops. No. I've also managed to find a way to put the tyres on the overlays. So I can't remember whether I did that for the V8 event before last round, but I've now got it working. So that's kind of cool. Because there is some strategies that you can employ for the V8s, because you pick your tyre compounds. I did softs and super softs last time, and I think that's might be what I do this time as well. Phew. I'm all dosed up on caffeine, which is probably not the best idea, but it is what it is. So I think the pit lane actually comes out at a very weird place on this track. Right, how many we got? We still in practice? We are still in practice. So 20... So what was it, a 1 minute 20? So if we do a 27 minute, we find out the fuel for 27 minutes.
Pit exit is clear.
And I'm hoping that because I had a lot of stuttering in that Thruxton race, which made driving very difficult at the start. Obviously, I think it was due to rain, so I have turned down some of the rain settings. But I have also turned down some of the graphic settings as well. They probably don't make a difference to me. But I'm trying to make things as smooth as possible. Because what I've found as well is, obviously, the capture seems to work. But in the headset, it looks completely different to what you see on the screen. Because, I mean, if you see screen tearing on the screen, it's not too bad. But if you see screen tearing in the VR headset, it is horrible. It's as if someone's kind of put your eye underwater. That's
Sector 1 is clear. We think that John has gone off in Collier.
So we're going to be running wide there quite often. I don't know whether to change up to third. You definitely don't want to keep running wide there though. So we just want quite a sedate So looking at the fuel at the moment, it does say 29 minutes is about 17.5 litres.
Your quickest overall. The leader's just done a 122.28.
We were doing 120s and 21s, so... 19 people.
Okay, Neil, 5 minutes to go, 5 minutes left. The leader has just done a 122.00. Sector 1 time is good.
I mean, I presume that there was probably more rubber on the practice server, to be honest. What exactly are you doing? Very odd.
Yellow flag.
I don't know if they were letting me pass
Sector 3
in
is
the
now
most
clear.
awkward way
We think
possible.
Brad has gone off in the hairpin. Okay, make those calls please, Claire.
Right side, clear right.
P2. We think that Belt has stacked it in. Gurney, green flag in Sector 2.
So we've got a couple of people that are in the Thruxton race last time. They did cause a few problems. I did see someone get speared by them.
Sector 1 is 0.7 off the pace.
I did notice as well, I put in... I know there's probably a big backlog to some of the reports and things, so one of my... one of the reports I put in over Christmas, I think, came back last week. And it said it gave the person that I reported a 1-day suspension. But I can't remember what I reported them for and from what race. Because it only gives you like
Incident in Sector 1, yellow flag.
it only gives you like the date you reported it, and I couldn't remember whether I reported it on the day or a couple of days
Green
after.
flag in Sector 1.
But for the life of me, I can't remember
B3.
what I reported it for. I mean, it should at least kind of quote what you said in the report, so you could at least kind of keep a reference.
Yellow flag, Sector 2.
I mean, I think the only reports I put in is for blatant takeouts or griefing or whatever.
Sector 3 is yellow.
But I have a suspicion that the
2 minutes to go, 2 minutes.
the reason I probably reported this person is I think it was one of the Brands Hatch races. They nudged
Sector 2 is green.
someone
I think
off.
P2 has binned it.
It's either that or they
Sector 2 is 0.46 off the pace.
they did their defence was basically blocking. So I call that griefing, to be
Sector 1
honest.
is yellow.
If someone's weaving to not
We think Brad has binned it.
to not get
Sector 1 is green.
past.
P2.
But I think there was some afters for that, so
Yellow flag.
their weaving actually made the person behind them hit them.
Sector 1 is green.
But when they rejoined the track, they basically just rejoined onto the track, and I think they took someone out with them. And it's someone that's notorious for. They've got many clips online of them. If someone nudges their car or something, they generally just hold a grudge and will take out the other car, which is not on, to be honest. But I'm mainly doing these special events. I'm not really too interested in doing like any of the dailies, unless they have some, some good car and track combinations.
Yellow flag in Sector 1.
I'm not
Checker
really
flags
here
out.
for the
P1.
not me really here to grind the ratings. I don't think I've hit these curbs yet, so I don't know if they actually settle the car. So we know for a fact that it's going to be at least 17 or 18 litres for race setup.
That's the end of the session. P1.
So do we want 17 litres for a race? Right, let's take that down to about 8-ish. Come on, the speed limit is 80.
All clear. Push now. Alright, Neil, we've got 9 minutes to set a lap. Sector 1 is yellow. Acknowledged. We'll have spotter calls from here, please, Claire.
Left side. Clear left.
It's going to get very busy.
Right side. Car right.
Fucking hell.
Clear right. On your right. Clear right.
The bodywork's in pretty bad.
Car right.
Incident in Sector 2. Sector 2 is yellow.
I don't know what that was. Someone just missed their braking point completely. Yes, they fucking did. You could see them get on the brakes and, well, that was way too late. Right.
Clear right.
Take care, there's a car approaching. It looks like Struha has gone off in Gurney. Sector 2 is now...
On your left. Clear left.
Come on.
Car left. Clear left. Left side. Clear left.
Right. We got to do the laps that we did in practice. A
Green flag, sector
120
one.
would be nice.
That's a new fastest lap for Belt on 20.70. Yellow flag in Sector 1. P4. It looks like Ferrari has gone off in Tower. Sector 1 is now green. Yellow flag. Yellow flag, Sector 2. Green flag, Sector 1.
I was 2/10 up on my personal best, but I
Sector
fucked
1
it.
time's okay.
That was not the line I wanted to take. He just pretty much
Sector 2 is clear.
ran through that person.
We think Brad has gone off in Gurney.
Push them out of the way. Fuck's that about?
Yellow flag, Sector.
Car left. Clear left.
Sector 3 is clear.
We managed to find 2/10 back.
P3. Sector 2 is yellow. We can see Ferrari has gone off in Gurney.
On your left.
Oh.
Clear left.
You can cut that corner quite significantly, which probably means you can cut this one.
Green flag, Sector 2. Sector 1 is quick. The leader's just done a 119.84.
I picked up 5/10. Very scrappy lap though.
Five minutes remaining, 5 minutes left. Incidents in Sector 2, yellow flag, P3.
Alright, let's see how much curb we can take. Oh. Oh, I got that a bit out of shape. it's this corner I don't think I've got particularly right yet. So 19 runners. Where do you think I'm going to finish today? Is there going to be any argy-bargy? Of course there's going to be some argy-bargy. I tend to kind of keep a little bit of throttle on during braking.
Yellow flag, keep your wits about you, mate. Green flag, sector 1.
Don't hit that outside curb like I did last time, because it fucked my lap.
We think that Chip has stacked it in. Gurney, green flag, sector 2.
Left side, clear left.
I mean, I wonder how...
Yellow flag in sector 1. Sector 2 is 2 tenths off the pace.
To lap the leaders lapping cars, because it's quite a short lap for these minis. I just want to stay out of the chaos at the start. We're on the second row
That's
at the
2
moment.
minutes left. 2 minutes. P4. You're 2 tenths off the pace in sector 3.
And what I found is you want to keep all wheels on the
Yellow
ground
flag
on
in
this
sector
car.
2.
Oh, that was a bit too late.
Sector 2 is green. Sector 1 is 1.1 seconds off the pace.
I got that right.
Tiny bit of aero damage there. You probably won't even feel it.
I don't know if I'm pushing too hard. I was consistently doing 121s
Green flag sector
and
1.
120s. Maybe I'm tending to put too much pressure on myself during quali. I did put in too much fuel though. So I've still got 5 minutes of it left.
Okay, Neil, we estimate you've got 5 minutes of fuel remaining. Sector 1 is 0.41 off the pace. That's the end of the session, P4.
Got away with that off-track excursion there. We've got a green sector. Get on the throttle as early as possible. Personal best first, but not personal best in the second. We are going to cross the line with our fastest lap of the session though. Still fourth. it's close at the top. We're all in the 120s there. But there seems to be some good there seem to be like I don't know if they're Japanese names or Chinese names or something, but they seem to be good in these minis. Right, is that everybody? Got a couple of people still on track. Let's set the start in order. We're going to change to extended battle. Right, I'm starting fourth. Remember to put race fuel back in. I'm going to put an extra litre in because I don't trust Jim. I don't trust Jim. So. Oh, we got a safety car. We got a safety car. So we don't need to find a bite point because we're doing a rolling start.
Okay, spotter calls please, Claire.
Which is good. So we're going to have to stay very, very close to the top two if we're going to get a run. But the first corners are an S's. Thanks for the luck. I think I might need it. I think I might need it. To stay out of trouble in this top 5 is going to be quite tough. I think the performance seems okay. Let's change our pit. Make sure that we are not putting in any fuel if we... Okay. Right. Off we go. So we're going to have to say next to that guy there, the pit speed, the speed of the pace car is too much. Can you slow down to help the field bunch up, or are you just going to go for it? Because we're pretty much going at fucking racing speed.
Green, let's go, let's go.
Well, that was the worst pace lap possible.
On your left. Still there.
Yep.
Still there. Hold your line. Still there. Hold your line. Clear left.
Sector 1 is now green.
I didn't actually intend to pass there. Believe it or not. As soon as I touched the brake, it was like...
On your right. Clear right.
yellow flag. Watch out. Sector 2 is clear. It looks like Brad has crashed in Gurney.
It says some team tactics going on here. Am I sandwiched by teammates or something? 'Cause it felt like that guy was lifting off. Is he underfilled?
Yellow flag, sector 1.
Look at the cars stacked up behind though. There is a battle and a half going on.
We think Brad has binned it.
So he's a little bit slow going into this corner.
Sector 1 is clear.
I wonder if we can make him make a mistake.
Incident in Sector 1, yellow flag. Sector 1 is green.
Phew.
Yellow flag in Sector 2. We think
It's
that
the Mr.
Brad has
Bean
gone
Cup.
off in Gurney.
It kind of feels like it. Making a few mistakes.
On your left, clear left.
Braked a bit late
Incident in
there. I
Sector
wasn't
1.
close
Sector 1
enough
is
to do
yellow.
anything about it though.
Green flag, Sector 1.
I'm actually surprised I didn't get a penalty because I started in 4th, but I was way ahead of the 3rd place guy. So I'm not sure how the penalty system didn't catch that. But we were pretty much going at racing speed because the pace car is too fast. And the leader decided just to go at racing speed. He decided to try and catch up with the pace car, and you can't. So that made the field spread out because they couldn't go at their racing speed to catch up. So the top three just basically broke away. Shit.
Sector 1, yellow flag.
So,
Sector 1 is green.
not ideal.
The gap behind is now 1.8.
We're making a few mistakes and letting him get away. He is doing 120s though. Faster than my qualifying time. I only did a 120.4 in quali. Am I going to catch before the braking zone? I don't think I am.
Car left. Clear left.
I managed to chuck a lapped car at that
Incident
car
in Sector
behind
1,
there.
yellow flag. We think did has binned it in Rabbit. Green flag in Sector 2, green flag
Did.
Sector 1.
Yeah, 15 minutes to go.
Incident in Sector 2, yellow flag. Green flag in Sector 2.
Wait so long to get on the throttle.
Sector 1 is yellow. Green flag in Sector 1.
I feel like I braked at the same place, but I feel like I've lapped these cars like 20 times.
Car left. Clear left.
Jesus Christ.
Yellow flag Sector 1.
I was like, they let me through, they let me through. No, they're
We
not.
think
No,
that
they're
Brad
not. They're
has gone
not.
off in Tower. Yellow flag.
Fucking hell.
Sector 2 is now green.
Left side. Hold your line. Clear left. On your left. Clear left.
I was lucky with that lap car
Green
there.
flag in Sector 1.
The car behind had to fall in line. I used it as kind of like a blocker. Maybe I should brake a little earlier for that corner now. Whoa! Thanks for the follow.
Yellow flag in sector 3.
Hope you're enjoying this mini action. I had it on
We
two
can see
wheels
Brad
there,
has stacked it in the hairpin.
and I was waiting for the wheels to come back down before I looked at chat. Right, we now got a three-way battle for second. I have a feeling that this guy is going to take a dive at some point. These curbs are fucking killing me. I need to get back in my rhythm again. I'm in the 122s. I need to get back in the 121s.
Incidents in sector 2, yellow flag. Green flag, sector 2.
But we've been very unlucky with some of the lapped cars, and we've been very lucky with some of the lapped cars. Oh.
Yellow flag. It looks like Brad has gone off in tower. Sector 1 is green.
I mean, it would be good if I could kind of back the car behind up into the car behind him. So maybe I should be, well, I was going to say, maybe I should be extra slow into one of the corners. He's got to run. So we're going to go a little bit defensive.
Yellow flag in sector 1. Green flag in sector 1. We think Chip has gone off in Rabbit.
But he's not close enough to the guy behind me for that to be effective, unfortunately. So, oh, we locked the rears.
Car left. Clear left.
Sector 3 is green. We think that Brad has crashed in the hairpin.
He's definitely got a run on me now. Go on. Just trying to
On
stop
right.
it on it.
Clear right.
I was trying to stop
Car
it on
right.
the apex, but
Still there. Hold your line. Hold your line. Hold your line.
We can see Brad has gone off.
Clear right.
I don't know why he didn't stay up the inside then.
Sector 1 is now green. Yellow flag.
I am leaning on that right front a lot though. I'm remembering my defensive lines from
Green flag, sector 1.
from when I was defending a league race at Sebring. I can't remember what car we were in. The Porsches, I think. There is a pretty much a line that you, well, I could take that you can park your car on the apexes and things, which is very useful.
Yellow flag in sector 2. It looks like Brad has gone off in Gurney. Green flag sector 2.
As I always say, racing is like high-speed chess sometimes. You've got to think about where you're placing your car. If you're not weaving around. Oh, the car behind is getting a little bit closer.
Incident in sector 1, yellow flag.
So that guy might have to think about being defensive of the car behind.
Green flag sector 1.
Right, what way are you going? What way are you going? What way are you going? Are you going left or are you going right?
Car right, clear right.
Yellow flag. It looks like Brad has binned it in Collier.
Again, the guy behind's not close enough to the guy behind him.
Sector 1 is clear.
Those damn curbs are painful. We're going to have to park our car in the middle of the track again.
Sector 1, yellow flag.
Make sure we don't run wide.
Sector 1 is green. Yellow flag, sector 2.
I did a 120 that last lap.
We think that Brad has gone off in Gurney. Green flag, sector 2.
Which is good.
Sector 2 is now yellow. Sector 2 is clear.
Well, he's going to have to go the long way around. I'm seeing a lot of dust ahead.
Yellow flag in sector 3.
On your left, clear left.
We think Brad has gone off in the hairpin. Sector 3 is clear.
Don't come
Left
on
side,
the
clear
racing
left.
line! Jesus! Well, that's the second time that driver has done the exact same thing. Just come on the track with lack of spatial awareness for where they're coming on the track and how. They just came straight back on the track onto the racing line and just speared third place. I mean, I don't know if I can report that.
The gap in front has increased to 8.1 seconds.
But that is a real shame, because we were going to have like a a battle race long there, but they basically just got taken out by a lapped car. And I mean, I've been very, I wouldn't say lenient, but I've been,
belt behind is
I suppose,
increasing.
forgiving for people that
1.7
just
seconds.
aren't on the pace. Because you've got to start somewhere, and obviously these events are open to
Yellow flag in
everybody,
sector 1.
no matter your license. But there comes a point where
Sector 1 is clear.
if you're not learning, if you get reported for these things and you're not learning from your mistakes,
Sector 1 is 0.5 off the pace.
then what's the point? And I know that I'm in a kind of a privileged position because I
Yellow
can
flag in sector 2.
look around my car.
We think Brad has binned it in Gurney. Green flag, sector 2.
And when you're on a single screen, it must feel kind of difficult. I'll read that in a second. Well, it does give you the opportunity to report anyone on the results screen, you see, so I mean, what lap were we on? That was lap 13, maybe? But I saw them do the exact same thing at Thruxton. They came
Sector 3 is
back
yellow.
onto the track after getting completely lost. Look,
We can see Brad has stacked it in the hairpin. Green flag in sector 3. That's 5 minutes of fuel left.
if I was a bit later on the track there, they would have come on the track and speared me as well.
Just 2 minutes left, 2 minutes to go.
Oh, he was watching his mirrors.
Car
Wasn't-
left, clear left.
Wasn't watching where he was going. Basically scared him off the track. But there comes a point where, you know, people get reputations for being bad drivers or aggressive drivers, and you kind of get to know some people's characteristics. But some people are now just going to be labelled steer clear of because you are a liability. We're not racing you. You are just, you just become an obstacle, which is not what we want. We want people to race against. We want people, you know. And I mean, I can't go back to a single screen because of how restrictive the field of view is.
Left side, clear left.
And the fact that I can kind of look, there's so much visibility in this car.
Okay, Neil, one more to go. Keep it together, we'll be on the podium.
I just feel sorry for the guy behind me. I don't know, you know, we were set to kind of go from lights to flag, so
2 litres remaining.
but
Incident in sector 2. Sector 2 is yellow.
the correct term is menace.
We think that Brad has gone off in Gurney. Green flag, sector 2.
I mean, you can tell from the crew chief who is causing some of the problems. Because they're mentioning their name every 2 seconds, the crew, you know, Jim. I'm not going back to rookies. Ever. Why would I want to do that? I earned my way
Right
to gold.
side, clear right.
Why would I ever want to go back to a rookies? I mean, I don't know if they've built into the system that obviously if you take part in rookie races,
Nice one, Neil. Great drive. That's a podium.
it should give you less rating improvement than if you took part in a silver race. Because I mean, it needs to give you some kind of incentive to run the later races, because there are silver, gold, and platinum drivers that will keep grinding rookie races. And what's the point? You've earned your place into a silver, gold event. Why are you grinding bronze races? You don't race rookies just because you don't have to. I don't race rookies because I don't find them enjoyable. And why would I want to dent the progress that I've made by coming in with a bunch of rookies? So right, so we're going to report that guy anyway because of his name. I don't know if I can actually open Discord whilst VR is running. Oh, we can. There we go. There we go. Second place. I'm pretty chuffed with that. Well, that's right. I kind of prefer a little more. I don't tend to think, oh, look at that, plus 27. What's it say? Quali contact with cone. Contact with a movable, yeah, because they hit the wall. But I didn't hit anybody. So, look how close I am to silver. Come on. Right, so we're going to, if I can find. Is it minimized again? Every time I run VR, Discord won't come up, so never mind. So there we go. Second place. How about that? What we are going to do? Should we have a look at that time when the second place got absolutely speared? What I'm looking for. Let's go back to watch replays. Silver dicks, gold dicks, you name it. I mean, why would I want to take part in a race where I don't get good safety rating like that? Plus 27% from one race. Thank you very much. To get that kind of rating from one of the other races, you would need to probably do about 5 of them. So why would I want to ever take part in the dailies? I mean, you're going to lose the same amount, but why would I ever want to take part in the dailies if I can't gain that much? But I'm still waiting for them to, I really appreciated that they were doing, like, they added the BT44B. I'm hoping that they can get the license to put the McLaren and the March in there, because the McLaren and the March, surely the McLaren is under license because they were able to run the MP4, whatever it was, 13. I can't remember. Right. So if we have a look at the pace lap. So you'll notice. So here's me, right, I'm in thirds. I'm in fourth. So the leader goes off like a scolded dog here. And I'm pretty much going racing speed just to keep in touch with third place. And I was thinking, well, when's he going to kind of slow down so the rest of the pack can catch up? But I've pretty much passed for third now. Oh, you were in that race? We'll show you what other problems will cause as well. So at this point, I'm thinking, surely the leader is going to slow down, and because look how far behind these guys are. I was thinking he's going to slow it down so the rest of them can. So that's you, is it? So I actually passed you trying to keep up with these guys, but I got no penalty for it. So at this point, this guy should have been slowing the field down. There was no reason why we should have been going at racing speed on the pace lap. Look at this for a passing move. A very unintentional one. Ah! Talk about panic. Yeah, I was expecting a penalty. But the guy behind just couldn't quite get on terms. I mean, we are lapping someone on the second lap. So, and I mean, I was close to this guy for the first 5 laps, but then. Yeah, it just all fell away. And I was sure that at some point he was braking a bit early for that corner. I was thinking I was getting backed up into third place. I mean, saying that, it did say on the thing, on the formation lap thing, it says who to stay behind, and obviously I had to stay behind second place. That was the rule. No, I had to stay behind. So first, second, third, fourth. I would have had to stay behind second place. Yeah. So my crashing quali was, I got absolutely rinsed. Someone just forgot where the braking zone was at turn 1 and absolutely speared me off. So lap 4, and I'm still in touch lap 4, but then he just went away. And this guy eventually caught up. So we can see several instances. Yeah. Wasn't you that took me out, was it? So, I mean, you could see me ahead kind of thinking, are they going left or are they going right? They've parked themselves in the middle of the track. So I was kind of a bit, well, I'm going up the inside. And I basically threw that lapped car at the car behind. I was thinking there, are you causing incidents to get clips? Is that the thing? Is that the new ploy? But there were several times that this guy got in touch. I was very wary of Andre. See that there? So who are we passing? Again, Alexandra. Right. So if you were me, where do you think that car's going to go? You think it's going to stay on the racing line, right? Oh, R factor crashed. Bollocks! It didn't want me to show it. It censored me. I've also started to not run Chrome when I'm streaming as well. I'm running Firefox just to... How long until I'm new now? So it's the 26th today? Is it the 26th? Oh, what's going on with the... God, it was pausing. I don't know what that was about. Is it the 26th? You got auto-modded. It can be, yeah. I like Chrome just as a browser, and the fact that I like so how many days in January is it? It's 31, isn't it? Yeah. So 24 days? I think. Something like that. I'm never going to be able to get back to the place that I was in eReplay now. I mean, if they don't confirm VR, I'm not buying it. Simple as that. I can't run racing games out of a headset now. It just feels really weird. It feels alien. It feels like I'm missing something. I don't know what lap I was on. Right, so that's Alan Chap. Single monitor user while racing. So, I didn't know if he was going to let me through. I was quite scared. Yeah, I don't know how Ben does it. I cringe every time he shows me his browser. That sounds a bit rude, doesn't it? Can I see your browser? So, here we go. So, I was sure that they were going to stay wide. But then, I was so lucky I got away with that. So I went to the inside and then suddenly that gap was closing. And I was like, fuck. What do I do? Did I actually hit them? I think I just missed them. No, I got some net code there, didn't I? It basically moved their car sideways there. But I was already on the bloody brakes. And then they weren't staying as wide as I thought. And that obviously made Mr. Chiba. Now, I kind of like this. So I came up against this guy. He basically came onto the track, scared the living shit out of me. So this is Andre here. So I basically used him as a blocker. in order to stay with the car behind. So there was only a couple of times where I felt that I needed to go defensive on a couple of corners. So that was me hit. That's the screenshot. That is the screenshot. And I wish the keyboard shortcuts would stop pressing on the UI. That's where we're going to take our screenshot. Because I was up on 2 wheels. Yeah, baby. That's the fella. Right. Oh, God, it's going to make me travel all the way over here, is it? This is our thumbnail. Yes, baby. That's our thumbnail. Right, do we want to zoom in? We want to zoom in and we want to do our jaws. There we go. It's always good to flatten the FOV a bit. On the edge of adhesion. That's cool though, no? So I didn't go defensive there. Kept a guy 2 laps behind me at 0.2 by using the track against him. I used most of the lapped cars against the car behind. I tried to position myself exactly so that they would block him. And I was hoping that the car behind him would get a bit closer so I could maybe back him up on some apexes. So the car behind would start attacking, but he was never close enough. So what, we're 16 minutes through the race here. So this is where I went defensive. So I'm parking my car. I forgot the braking zone for that corner and kept thinking I was braking too early. So I parked my car in the middle of the track. And I brake at the second line there. Whoa, and he just got it stopped. So we got ahead. Mr. Ferrari. So thankfully I was able to get past Mr. Ferrari. Again, he was getting so close in the slipstream, and I thought, let's have a... I only just stopped it. Now this is the advantage of VR. I could hear the spotter, but I could also look around and actually see where he was. Now, I'm not sure why he didn't go for it. He pretty much could have had me on the brakes here. But maybe I was braking way later. So... Right, so we're 18 minutes through the race. I mean, should I put a report in for the person that took out third? Is it the only way they're going to learn? I mean, I was able to put some laps in to get away, but there were times... Right, here we go. Right. We got through okay that lap. But this, I think, in these particular cars, this track is very hard to pass on unless you can get a run on the straight. So getting a run on this straight here, or getting a run on the next straight, I think are the only passing places. So I went defensive again there. So if I park my car in the middle, as long as I don't outbrake myself, then I'm fine. so I can cover myself for the next turn. I think you can possibly get an overlap into this turn. Right, so is this Andre? Yeah. Oh! Here we go, look. Now, this happened in Thruxton, right? The person involved had come off the track and had got themselves spun off the grass and actually on the runway, which is in the middle of Thruxton, goes through the centre of the circuit. They got a bit lost and they were like, well, where's the track? And I could see from the in-car camera when I looked at it, and I could say, well, okay, you can see the cars moving, so that's where you've got to head. That's where the track is, so fine. But they they headed towards the track, but headed perpendicular to it. They didn't kind of... Is it perpendicular? Well, they headed onto it, not facing the right way, and basically took out somebody. And this is exactly the same as what they did here. I mean, the car behind tried to avoid them. Let's have a look what they see. They could see that there's a chance you might be able to get through, but you can obviously see this lap car coming, and you're like, I want to stay to the right-hand side to let them do whatever they're doing, because they are coming at full pelt onto the racing line. They should be going forwards over towards where the track is, but then they're coming onto the track at a right angle, which is not how you do it. And I mean, admittedly, that guy should have been over on the right-hand side. So, I mean, it is a dangerous rejoin, and I'm guessing that's you having to take avoiding action there. If that's you. Is that you? Oh, he did the exact same thing as me. Ah. I mean, he was very lucky. And that was it. So, shall I report it? I mean, it's the only way they're going to learn, to be honest. So... Right, so let's say... 23:41. Lap 16. Bum 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 bum. Right. Could have pressed that at any point now. Up 2 places. Oh, look, he got the most driver rating, everybody. Who got the most safety rating? Anthony Meir. So you... Oh, you lost 3 places. So 2 people did not finish. I didn't even see them go in the race. I mean, look, their driver rating is so bad. It's basically non-existent. Lap, I believe it's 16. 23:41. Really play time. Dangerous. Rejoin. Taking out third place. There we go. Whoo! So what else have we got? We've got minis that look like GTE cars. So we're going to be trying to do this one. And we're going to be doing that one tomorrow. So we've got touring cars at Ibarra. Event starts in 12. I might do some practice there. I am never... I know that's got a Nordschleife on there. I am never doing racing at the Nordschleife again. You on the race too? My start was a bit unfair. Well, putting it this way, I was trying to catch up to the leader. I was trying to stay with the leader. The leader went off like a scolded dog. If I had slowed down, I thought I was going to get a penalty. Because obviously if you are too far behind the car in front, it starts fucking up the penalties for you and for people behind. So I was just trying to stay with the people I was trying to be with on the grid. But the guy in pole just went. So if the cars behind didn't go with me, I can't do anything about that. But I was staying where my car was supposed to be. The leader I suppose had to try and stay with the pace car. I suppose maybe he thought he was going to get a penalty if he dropped back too far, but no one got any penalties, which is a bit strange. I was expecting something. I was just waiting for him to kind of stack up the field a bit, otherwise, you know. But it wasn't intentionally unfair. But there's something seriously wrong with, obviously, when they can obviously set the pace lap speed and stuff like that. So what, were you fourth? Yeah. Yeah. I was trying to back up Chiba, the guy behind me. I was trying to back him up into you. And when he got taken out by the lapped car, you were very, very close. You were very close to getting taken out because you had a track blocked by two lapped cars when that accident happened. So you were very lucky getting through there. But it was a shame because it was turning into a three-way fight. I felt I did have the guy behind covered, but I thought it was going to get very interesting if you joined. But there was a couple of times I braked and the car was just not... the back end was waggling around and I just got it stopped. But fun race other than that. But so as I say, they can't seem to separate it, the races to have separate settings. But I suppose like the special events should be all on their own. So why don't they have like a pace lap speed? But I'm going to put in the Discord. I'm going to say the pace lap speed is just too much for the minis. You know, and the pole man is basically just got to follow the instructions that are on screen for him as well, because we've been told over and over that if you don't follow the instructions, then you cause penalties for all kinds of people. So, you know, what can you do? But they really need to make the settings separate so that you could have like a standing start for one thing and formation laps for others, and then having rules to say that with this car, you can't have a pace lap of faster than the car, because the top three, we were going at racing speed just to stay up with the pace car. So it does need to be changed. But I don't think they can actually change it for the next ones, which is a shame.